All right, so this is probably one of the hardest videos I've had to make ever. Last night I decided that I was gonna shut down my consulting business and take a new path. I'm not shutting this down because we're doing bad. Like, we're constantly stacking up record months. The progression, the growth for the company has been up and up and up, and it doesn't excite me. In this industry, we're defined by our monthly revenue, we're defined by how much we make, the lifestyle you have, the cars, the apartment you live in, all of these things. And
I've come to the realization that it's never gonna be about the amount of money we make or what we do or any of these things. Like, it really comes down to creating a mission that is so out fucking landish that people will just be like, what? Like, why would he do this? And I think we found that. So
I've been battling back and forth about making this decision for months now, and I'm sitting here in front of the camera telling you that I am going all in and I'm risking everything. And truthfully, I don't know how it's gonna pan out. I have no clue, but I'm doing what my heart is telling me and what my gut is telling me to find a mission that makes me excited to wake up and want to work every single day. I'm sure you guys feel this as well. You set a short-term goal, you achieve it, and then you ask yourself what's next, and you constantly look for the next thing to validate your self-worth, and everything is tied to that. And I realized, like, I've been playing the wrong game. I've been playing the game of trying to validate myself and validate my feelings of achieving this thing that's so impressive, but once you achieve it, nothing actually happens. The goal of doing this is to really find a different positioning and messaging in our content, to get people to want to listen to us without me having to say how much I make. Every time I've said it, I know it's gonna get clicks, I know it's gonna get views, but I never felt right saying it because I don't think money should be a reason. But now that I have a platform that's big enough, I believe that the messaging can be different, and it should be about the big goal that I'm chasing instead of the money that I'm making. For this next chapter of my life, I want to finally prioritize what I've been wanting to do and the alignment that I have and what makes me truly fulfilled. Not just what makes the most money, or not just what people would know me for. I want to do what I want to do. So the question now is what am I going to do next? I want to host the biggest personal branding event, and in a 2-year time span, I want to fit 10,000 people in a single stadium where we're talking about personal branding. Even me saying that out loud, you know, I've practiced speaking so much to the point where everything I say, it sounds like I have conviction, but me saying that out loud genuinely scares the shit out of me because I'm saying this goal out loud. I have no clue how to achieve it. I've generally don't know if it's gonna work. This is the first time where I've said it so far out, so out there, that I generally feel like, damn, like, I don't know if I can achieve this. And I think that's what will make this journey so fun and so special. It's that feeling of knowing and being a student and trying to figure shit out and being okay with not figuring it out, because everybody in this niche, in this industry, acts like they have it all figured out. They know it all, but nobody actually does. What's more important than the goal is that in-between period. That time from where I set the goal and the time where I actually achieve a goal. That in-between is where I'll really be living my dream life, because I wrote down everything I wanted to do. I want to learn more. I want to be a student. I don't want to have the desire to prove anything. I want to just do what I want to do. I want to learn from the best people. This goal allows me to do that. And I would have achieved my dream life by just pursuing a goal, and that goal would be a bonus. And I think that's what's special about this new chapter of my life. It doesn't actually matter if I hit it or not. I've already won because I'm in the journey and I'm doing what I've always wanted to do and trying to achieve this goal. I literally have goosebumps right now saying that out loud. The idea of my family sitting front row in a stadium packed out with 10,000 people, and all of them are listening to me talk about branding and a bunch of guests and the event that we've set up and put together. That's some cool shit. Creating something like that would make me so proud of what I've built, instead of just making more money on the screen that doesn't actually mean anything to me. Now you may be wondering, like, why personal branding event? For me, branding has changed my life. It's allowed me to scale to just under $500,000 a month at 20 years old, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, actually think about that for a second. I have the opportunity to build generational wealth if I just invest my funds in the right places and the right assets to grow my wealth long term. That's crazy. So branding itself has changed my life. And I remember when I was learning and developing my brand, I didn't have a mastermind that I could go to. I didn't have an in-person meetup or anything. I just had an online programs where I had to spend multiple 5 figures, minimum 20K, to learn from each person. And so I spent over 100K on different content coaches, programs, mentors, and that's how I learned. But there wasn't an entry-level way to actually get into this space and build something for the long term. My goal is to essentially bring the greatest minds in personal branding into one place and have a 2-day event twice a year and just give back to the community and create something that I wish my younger self had, because I would have grown so much faster. Like, can you imagine the best person for branding, ideation, scripting, cinematography, everything in one room? And you don't have to pay multiple 5 figures. That would be insane. And the cool thing is, like, that's such an in-demand thing, because I've looked across the market. There's only mastermind events for full stack solutions. There's only mastermind events for scaling companies where it's like you need VSLs, ads, setting. I don't give a shit about that. The future is branding. I've always been a big fan of in-person events. I've hosted 4 at this point for my clients. We've done Sweden, we've done Dubai, we've done London, we've done everywhere. And it's always been the coolest time ever. So I really asked myself, like, if money wasn't involved, like, what would I actually enjoy? And it's this. The first thing we do is we dominate the entire online space. I'd want to specifically target online coaches, consultants, agency owners, anyone that would benefit from content to sign more clients or grow their business. Anyone within that category, within that ICP, would fit for the initial start of this. The goal is to get like absolute big names. We're in talks with some of the biggest guys that you guys all know that could potentially speak at this first event, and I really want to take my time with this. And by the second, third event, I do want absolute big names like Alex Hormozi, Iman Gadzhi, Daniel Dalen, all these industry-leading names that you think of when you think about personal branding to speak at the event. And then eventually get guys like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Patrick Bet-David. These are bigger names. These are household names that everybody knows. The goal is to go mainstream and get founders and celebrities and all these big influential people across the world to talk about how they built their brands, what they did intentionally, what they pioneered, like what they did differently, all of these different things. I want to dream so big where people like Elon Musk is talking about how he built his brand. Imagine Kanye, fucking Taylor Swift, all of these big names, household names that everyone thinks about, where if they drop a product, they can sell out in a matter of minutes, not because the product is good, but because of the brand. That's what I want to do. Being fucking crazy, dreaming big, doing things, and having an ambition so big that people would call me crazy for it. And I'm fortunate enough to have success at an early age to be able to do something like this and have a goal this big without having to worry about finances. So the next few months, we're gonna be planning our very first brand architect mastermind. I want to choose and hand select 8 of the best guest speakers in the online space for now. I would love all you guys' input and feedback as well. Drop down below who you'd actually want to speak at this first event. I think that would be really cool. And we can reach out to the people that you guys would want, and we can create fucking history together. This will be the first in-person personal branding mastermind in the online space, and then eventually in the entire world. Like, for mainstream celebrities, because there's no event like that. So this is the cool shit that we're building, and this is the cool things that I have in mind. And something we're gonna do as well is we're gonna donate a percentage of the ticket sales that we generate across all events to a charity and foundation. And eventually I want to have a foundation specifically for this event where we build schools for the less fortunate, and and all across Malaysia, Southeast Asia, wherever needed. I think that's gonna be a super cool mission. And now the speakers are not just speaking because of branding or all that, they're speaking because they want to help the people in need. And that's like what I have in mind. I want to bring people together through personal branding, but I want to unite us through morals and values that we all have, that we share. So that's the big vision. And it's scary. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that's the beauty of it. I can sit here and say, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's see. And whether or not I achieve this goal, the in-between is already my dream life. And so I would have already achieved everything I wanted just by pursuing a goal like this. My goal is to change the online space for good and not lead with how much you make just to get people's attention. Is to have a mission and a vision so big that people want to be part of it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to take you guys along this journey.